बहुत ज़्यादा ग्लैमरस लाइफ होती है. You get to meet a lot of celebrities. Pursuing journalism is so cool. ऐसा necessarily बिल्कुल भी नहीं होता. Namaste everyone, I'm Ishita, and by the thumbnail itself you must have got an idea of what am I going to talk about today. We'll be talking about considerations before enrolling yourself in a journalism or mass communication course or a college. So disclaimer, like any other post that I make on LinkedIn or maybe I'll be uploading on YouTube, that all the content that I write, I create, or I post is something based on my personal experiences and not something that you can find on Reddit, Quora, Google, Bard, ChatGPT, or whatsoever search engine or informative websites you visit. I wanted to create a very wider range of perspective rather than just sticking to one of those. So what I did was I just took a Google form and I wrote relevant questions. I asked few friends of mine to fill the form in order to get a wider range of insight of the same. I asked them 3 questions. What are your biggest concerns about joining a journalism college? The second one was, what are some things you wish you had known before starting your journalism degree? And third, and the most important one, what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about pursuing a career in journalism or getting into a journalism college? So yeah, let's start and let's see what all we get out of this video. I'll also share mine, but let's have a look at these first. What are your biggest concerns about joining a journalism college? Will I be able to face camera, and can my college provide me up-to-date equipment? This was a concern I guess everybody had back then. If its placement cell has any potential, extracurriculars, gaining hand-on experiences, exposures, friends, or explore karna tha. And the last one we have is placement, environment, skill development. You'll get to know why we are so concerned about placements. Actually, for me, it was not camera boldness. It was not about me being able to deliver speeches or participating in extempores or extracurriculars. The main concern I had was, what is actually the life of this entire field? What do you get out of this field after the completion? Is there really any scope? Because belonging from a background wherein you don't or you barely have people from this particular field, you are very scared of starting off. You are the one who will be kickstarting it. Either you are the first one or you are somebody who has a lot of bad experiences. That's when you get the concern. So I was the first one, at least in my family or somewhere. I didn't know anybody who was from this background to help me out. What I was seeking for was practical knowledge rather than the fancy thing. That is what makes me make or create content around this entire topic. Next we have, what are some things you wish you had known before starting your journalism degree? The first one we have is, this course doesn't provide anything special. I know pretty much everything even before joining this. So if you're somebody who has a lot of technical knowledge and you're not somebody who is looking forward to join print, electronic, or any specialization, so definitely you would feel like this course has nothing to offer. The second one is that there is no money in this field in terms of salary. Oops, that hurts. This one is really important. It's not as easy as it seems. You really need to hustle since day one and in field internships and more than the bookish knowledge. Grades don't matter. Clarity of thoughts, skills के regarding, कोविड में नहीं लेना था कॉलेज, तो अब तो कोविड चला गया है. कॉलेज का प्रायर इंस्पेक्शन नीडेड है, नॉट ऑन द वेबसाइट बट फिजिकली इफ पॉसिबल, क्योंकि 3 years मैटर. ओके, 3 years मैटर डेफिनेटली. Job problem, pay scale in the industry, importance of internships. Again, for this question, the main things revolved around salary, skills. It's not about bookish knowledge. You have to be really attentive. Now comes the most awaited and important part of my questionnaire, which is, what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about pursuing a career in journalism? First of all, we have, I personally feel that one can join in some other course that actually offers some technical knowledge, because this mass communication course doesn't offer you anything special that can actually help one in building their career. Everything can be learned at home or from experiences. I'll tell you why. Now, here is where I wanted to elaborate. This suggestion would be good for somebody who is not looking forward to pursue a career in pure journalism. If you're somebody looking for mass communication instead, you're somebody who is more driven towards content writing or something like graphic designing, you could go for some other courses. And besides that, side by side, you can also have practices. There are a lot of internships that you can explore. Second one, only come if you are ready to give your social and personal life. Once you are in this field, you only have one life, that is work life. All media divisions are very hectic, to be very precise, but especially electronic media, क्योंकि reporting, anchoring, ये सब चीज़ें ऐसी हैं कि you have to be up to date. You have to be up to date ऐसे भी, but you have to be very attentive. You have to be very punctual. Next is, be very clear in your head in the first year of college what profile are you gonna make mainstream for you or yourself. Okay, this is where a lot of students waste their time. What happens is, if you're not clear in your head that okay, this is what I want to pursue, तो वो बहुत बड़ा waste हो जाता है. Why? In case you're not sure this is what I want to pursue as my mainstream, तब तो आप फर्स्ट ईयर लो आराम से, एटलीस्ट एक सेमेस्टर तो लो एक्सप्लोर करने में. और सबसे ज़्यादा एक्साइटिंग काम क्या लग रहा है, उसको मेन स्ट्रीम बिफोर हैंड ही बना लो, इससे पहले कि आपके लिए दिक्कत हो, क्योंकि होती है. आपके पास अगर रेलेवेंट एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, nobody is gonna ask you, seriously telling you, nobody is gonna ask you. It's very difficult to fetch yourself a job in this field. I'm telling you here itself. Next up we have, journalism is not about bookish knowledge. It's about collecting people's experiences and skills they bring with themselves. Most important, things which come from their folk wala culture, like I love my mother tongue and I think everyone should at least know about it. Let go perfection wala bhoot out, क्योंकि basically it kills your inherent qualities. We make the college, it doesn't make us, especially for journalism. Yeah, very true. College plays no role, I guess. For me at least, it did not. Skills clear hona chahiye so that you don't waste your time on acing for every art, what I already mentioned, okay? The last advice we have here is, be specific about what you want to do. Don't waste your time in the college activities, rather focus on internships and skills and developments. So अब I'll be speaking what actually happens according to me. Journalism is really a difficult course, at least at the bachelor level. If you're somebody who's looking forward to pursue masters, तब तो थोड़ा बहुत change आएगा. But again, journalism asks for a lot of hard work. It asks for a lot of sacrifices when it comes to your work life. It asks for a lot of attentiveness. So just for the sake of drawing a conclusion, focus on your mainstream rather than focusing on every single subdivisions we have in this field. पहले ही प्लानिंग कर लो अच्छे से कि what you're gonna do in case you want to be an editor or sub-editor, or you want to write, you want to be a content writer. Internships उसी field में fetch करो. Try to approach bigger media companies than the smaller ones. Obviously starting में इतना easy नहीं होता है उनको approach करना, but slowly and steadily you'll learn the art of approaching them as well. So I'll also bring videos on how to approach big media companies for internships, for jobs, and how to write an email to them, or how to do the cold emailing thing, या फिर क्या दिमाग में रखना चाहिए while you're fetching internships, how to get internships in journalism, everything about it. For salary, I would say depends. आपकी मीडिया ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैसी है. If it's good, you'll get a good amount of pay. If it's not, so it really, it's a big struggle. But overall, it's struggle for anybody who is in this field, initially at least. It is not as easy as it seems. लोगों को लगता है it's a very cool course. जाते ही अब आज तक और इंडिया टुडे और ऐसे न्यूज़ चैनल्स पे काम करने लोगों के, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. बिल्कुल try having all the fun, explore all the things that your college provides, and journalism is really a good course. At least it was for me, and I made the most out of it. I learned a lot of skills on my own, obviously, but your course or your degree works as a catalyst. In the near future, I'll try bringing more and more videos. Till then, take care.